Howdy, my name is Jacob. I play chess, and I got this shitty mic. And today, this is gonna be something a little different. I know I normally play R6, but uh, I wanted to talk about this one of my favorite movies ever, named Tenet, and its confusing ending and how it actually does kind of make sense.
I want an R6 video though.
Yeah, I know. I do like video game stuff. I'm not like the movie.
R6 video.
So, before I talk about Neil's death and how it actually does make a lot of sense, or how to make it make sense, however you want to think about it, um, I want to talk about the quote-unquote science behind Tenet. This is just kind of a theory. I haven't read anything. I haven't seen any Reddit posts or anything like that. This is just what I've came up with after rewatching the movie 50 billion times, because, oh my god, dude. It's not a good movie with story like Inception or like Interstellar, like with characters and all that shit. It is a good movie through like action. It's like Mission Impossible, you know what I mean? Like, it's a spy thriller movie. I don't care about the characters. I just care about this concept blown up huge. It's like, imagine having Inception, but instead of having the entire first hour of the movie, it's just the second hour of the movie. Just boom, boom, boom. It's just that. So, my theory is that it is literally like a radiation, right? Like, they say it in the movie too. I hope I made a good job at clipping it, but I don't have a script for this, by the way. But basically, red guy goes in machine, you come out blue. Red means forward in time, blue means backwards in time. So if you see a blue guy, he's gonna be moonwalking from your red perspective, your forward perspective. So how it works is it's like a radiation. This would be a good explanation for items that aren't inverted, but they act inverted with an inverted person. So the red guy goes in the machine, gets the radiation on him, the inverted radiation, and then he turns blue. He's the fucking time traveler now. Again, like Christopher Nolan reinventing time travel. How do you do that? So then the blue guy, he touches a normal ball, and then the ball basically gets this radiation effect. So the ball is radiated, quote unquote. I like to say it is like a temporary radiation. Right? Please try to bear with my schizophrenic drawings, because I don't know how else to portray this through MS Paint, like I'm fucking Pengu or something. So we got a ball. The ball gets radiated, inverted, and then this inverted bubble, when it touches another object, it like kind of masks around it. And it's not really like a paradox if it's temporary radiation, because it makes sense. I'll get to how frame by frame with time travel in a second. But if you were to imagine an inverted person walking forward, the radiation behind him would disappear off the ground. But from our perspective, like moving forward, we'd see someone walking backwards, right? So, like I drew these here. These would be like disappearing because he's moonwalking right now, and these temporary radiation right here would be quote unquote spawning in. So like, it's not really dissolving. It's like it's attaching or appearing. It's like spawning in and then accumulating where this guy's feet is gonna be placed, and then eventually it will like disappear again. So it's not a paradox. It works both ways, which is kind of like the movie. So before I get into Neil's death, I feel like I need to explain the turnstile fight a little bit to help understand it. So this right here is future you, okay? This is future you right here. right? This is your quote unquote past self. But let's go through the let's go through let's just go through it, I guess, all right? So at 10:06 you decide, "Hey, I want to go back in time and light my friend's cigar," right? So you hop in the machine. It's now 10:05. You pick up the lighter. Then at 10:04, your future self is hanging out with your friend who has a burnt cigar. 10:03, your future self is hanging out with the friend with a half unburnt cigar as you walk in. This is you right now. This is you still. You're still this inverted guy. Then at 10:02, the three of you are hanging out until the cigar is almost completely full. 10:01, the cigar is almost full, so you light the cigar. Then at 10, you hop inside the turnstile to go back to normal time. This is now you. You are no longer this. This is where people can get stuck in time loops and paradoxes. You are not this. So at 10:01, you see your past. Oh my god. So at 10:01, you see your past self light the cigar, and then you see your past self moonwalk away. Alright? So, this is you now. This is you. This is the future you, quote unquote. This is you in the present. This is the past you in the future. So, you already done this. This guy does not need to come to this position. This already happened. So if I was to make a slide at like, I guess 10:03, what I would have to do is like something like 10:03, and then I would have to have like you with the lighter. Then I would have to have your friend with the cigar, and then I'd have you inverted, and then the past you would be like, I don't know, at the grocery store or something, whatever you were doing before 10:06, because this is the past you. Does that make sense? It might not. But here's how Neil's death makes sense. If you were to take time and treat it like a video, this is also a cape, by the way. Hang on, I got an idea. Jesus fucking Christ, what did I get myself into? Okay, so I don't want to get into anything philosophical or any dumb shit like that, so I'm gonna try my best to think of this like a video, right? So like this would be the video of the universe. Let's just say the timeline. Universe's timeline is this. It starts from right here. No, not back there. It starts from like right here. We'll just say at this point, and then it keeps going on for infinity. Right. So we're right here at the universe. Right. And beginning of time, boom, stuff is forming, and now humans are here, civilization, and now you're born, right? You're just here existing. You're here chilling, and you're bullying, you make friends, you grow up, and you find a time machine. Alright, bet. You're gonna go inside the time machine, and then, boom, you go back in time, okay? The universe is still going, but you don't exist in these frames. So, how it would look like from your point of view in Tenant while you're going backwards in time, you would be seeing yourself and everyone else just doing this. And you don't meet your friend or whatever, and then now you're just a baby, and now you're hanging out in the womb, and then now you don't exist and stuff, and now dinosaurs, and then whatever else, the formation of the planet and formation of the universe, you know? But that's assuming like you could live long enough. Like you'd be aging as you go through here, but that's the idea. But if you take a look at this point, let me turn this down a bit more. At this point, you don't exist anymore. So if we were to take Tennant's rules with time travel, this is what you would see going forward through time. Like a Benjamin Button effect. So how it would work is, there's people chilling at the site where Neil died, right? They're just hanging out, waiting, right? Just booling. And then, all of a sudden, they just see a body with a bullet inside its head, just chilling here, okay? And then, they'd see a body still chilling there. Maybe they move it around a little bit, you know, but it's still chilling there. Then, like in the same spot, and like maybe they move an arm or something, I don't know. Doesn't matter. But the body's still chilling there, and then the body, if they could see the radiation, they'd see these radiated particles, okay, attaching to his body and then growing around him, and they'd see him just chilling there, waiting for the bad guy to come and stuff, and then boom. This is a cape, by the way. But the guy would just gets up and he does his whole not karate, but take the bullet thing, where the bullet flies out of his head this time, and they'd see him happens, and he moonwalks away, you know. I don't know. This seems pretty simple. Hey, it's me editing. What I forgot to say was you would see Neil, from Neil's point of view, what he would see is him running in, and then him picking the lock, and then opening the door, and then he would see the two guys backwards moonwalk wrestle away from the Russian, and then go behind the door, and then he closes the door, and then he takes a bullet. So basically, if we take what we learned about the radiation contamination theory, when the Russians look at his gun with surprisement, is when, this is from Neil's point of view, so the Russian looks at his gun and then has surprisement on his face, and then Neil gets in front of him to take the bullet gets fired at that point in time. The bullet is moving forward, it has forward entropy, while Neil has inverted entropy. Once the bullet goes into the inverted radiation bubble, that is when it's contaminated with the inverted radiation bubble bullshit, okay? It joins Neil's time stream. Now it's forever going back in time until the radiation wears off, and then it starts to join the main forward entropy, like Neil. Now going forward in time with this logic, the movie's logic, it talks about having an oblivion effect when two of the same objects touch each other. So that's why they wear the suits. So Neil would get up, the bullet is still in his head, then the bullet would exit his head as the Russian fires his gun. The bullet is now on the horizon point of the radiation bubble. Then the bullet that the Russian shot is coming for Neil. Now, right as it's at that like bubble of radiation, or like maybe halfway through the air, because there's still some radiation on the bullet, the bullets would collide. And then once they collide, it's void time. So then Neil, would get up, and then he opens the door, and then the two guys go in, and so on and so forth. That inverted Neil would go to a turnstile, and yeah. Oh my god. I don't know.
To that motherfucking phone, bitch. Since I got that money, drop down to the floor, bitch. You ain't even heard of it, Yeah, I'm certain that I get the shit. No matter what it is, tell you when I say